Hey there, Mutt here, and well, let's just say that we're going to take and do a little bit of more on the greenfield experiment here, Muttenny, something like that. Got a couple of neighborhoods going and a little bit of other stuff happening, but well, this is an oldie but goodie, so let's bring her on back. That's right, Mutt's Game Room, and I am, well, the guy playing the game. I am Mutt. So, let's get in here and figure this out. Yeah, so got the unfinished, I think that's the tram road there. Yeah, tram. So, yeah, that's coming on down here. We got a station there, and some residential stuff going on there. Few other little things. Actually, it's for the most part just about ready. Do have to tweak a couple of things and need to build some other little things here and there for whatever. What? Well, let's see. Transportation, yeah. Depot. There we go. Depot. Tram depot. Ooh, 8. Tram in station. Is that what I want? I don't know. Trolley bus. Well, this is tram road, right? Yeah, I think that's what I said. Let's see. Yeah, that's tram road, not trolley bus road. Okay, depot. X8. In station. Okay, that's what I want. That's what I need. That's what it's going to be. I think one of the things that I've got to get done in there is power. I know I need to have power there. So, is that where we want it? I think so. Maybe, possibly. Or would it be better over here? It might be. I mean, I do have power plant right there. And that would be a real easy way for that to hook up to that. Okay, I think I can do that. That'll have to get built. Now what else? Power. I don't have a connection over here. Nor is there water, sewer, or heat. So we've got to get those going. People will walk a good little ways there. There's a large school, small school, or sorry, school. So yeah, that'll work out there. Bring this up all around there, and yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, the opening deal. Boy, I used that a while ago, and I haven't used it since. I haven't actually played a lot of the games since. It's kind of sad. You know, it's one of those like, oh man, yeah. You look at it and it's like, well, I haven't played World of Warcraft in forever. There's a little picture from that actually. The little closing thing. And then oh, can't build duty. There you go. And we'll come over here. But I quit playing World of Warcraft mainly because, well, they just drastic changes, and I couldn't stand it, man. It's just, yeah. Water, yeah. Big water tower, might as well. That'll make things a lot easier if we do that. And then we can bring in water. Even if there's high and low points, it'll still work out. Substation, yeah. But we need a pump. Small water pump, yeah, there we go. In and out of that way, yes. A big line going in, connected up to there. Probably should go underground. And substation, well, if we do one there, or in this area here, yeah, something like that. Something right in there. No, I don't want to do that necessarily. I want to have a sidewalk through there. Hey, yeah, that'd be perfect right there, I think. Yeah. Then I can have water. And medium line should be all right for there. And then we need to do the same thing over on this side. Water substation, yes. Right. And that should come. And another medium line off and over to there. Excellent. But Overwatch, another one, they just so many changes, and I was really getting into it. And then, oh well, not only did they make so many changes, but you know, took it from being a 5v5 to a, let's do this, we'll take and we'll, no, can't do that. That ain't gonna work one bit. Alright, it doesn't really matter, it's pumped, but yeah, that I like better. Alright, but yeah, you know, I'm getting to a point where it's like, man, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I feel like I'm getting good at it. And then it's like, oh, yeah, well, guess what? It doesn't matter what you feel or what you think. Because, well, 10 feet, yeah. Some infrastructure's in the way, dude. Yeah, well, yeah. No. Yeah, let's do that. And we need to put a switch in here. Do we have power? I don't know. Do I need power for a switch? Probably. Okay, well, if we go down 20 feet there, come across to there. Alright. And we got our big pump here. We got our, you know, well, we could have put a switch there. That'd be perfect. Water switch, yeah. Okay. There. And we do have our little thing. Line back over to it. Let's see here, because I think I made that a smaller line too. Oh, and yeah, everything's gonna break. It's just what it does. That's the game. If the game can break, it will break. Yep, there we go. And big water line. Yep. Bring this guy here. Bring this guy here. Bring this guy. Up there. And then bring him around there. Bring him over there. And then, no. Let's switch to a smaller size then. Yeah, that'll be fine. At least for what we're probably going to be doing. There we go. Alright, and then we'll bring a big heavy line off of there. guess we probably should bring that up the side there. And then up this way. Alright. Let's go there. No, something's in the way. Okay, well, what if I go down? Okay, I can go down to there. And then I can go to there. Yay! Woohoo! That brings us water up there. Alright. I got water. There's a switch here. No. Yeah, there's a sewage switch there, but I'm going to need another one. Alright. Alright, well, if I put another sewage switch right here, then I can bring from this one over here. That'll work. Yeah. Okay. Yep. There and sewage switch. Yes. We're going in that way, out that way. And big sewage pipe. Yeah. Yes. Okay, we're there. All right. Go this way. Requires proper slope. Hey, there we go. Alright, now can we go across this way? Oh, some other infrastructure's in the way. Alright, let's zoom out here. That infrastructure's in the way. Okay, well, we'll bring it up to there. Because, well, that stuff rolls downhill. And that's good. Alright, so our neighborhood, a little slow stave. Our neighborhood here on this side has that connected. Now we just got to bring it over to this one. Alright, so if we come over here and we do another switch here, maybe, possibly. Water switch, no, sewer switch. Sewage switch. Yeah, well, shows it'll work. That requires proper slope. Well, that works there. Okay. Bring that. Whoops. Sidewalk's gone. Yeah. Alrighty. No. Says no. Says no. Huh. Why? I don't know. Alright, well, let's bring this back this way. While hopefully getting rid of as little sidewalk as possible. Okay, and alright, and then go down to there. Alright, that'll connect. Okay. Probably should fix sidewalk. Well, we should probably do our other right up over to here. Go over this way a little ways. To there. And then bring you on up to there. Oh, it's above ground at some point. Okay, well, what if we go up this way? Okay, now what if we come over here? That'll work. Alright. Okay. No longer underground, and we gotta fix our sidewalk there. But yeah, Overwatch, I miss it sometimes. But I just, it's frustrating. Everything is like, man, this game is really getting good, and I'm finally starting to really enjoy it. And oh, hey, let's change all this stuff. Yeah, that's just great. Love it, And that's part of the reason why I kind of quit playing World of Warcraft. Just the massive changes. It's like, why? Why are you doing this? I don't know. Okay, yeah, we've got the ability to get to people there. So yeah, everybody can get to their jobs through that area. Good. And this is a trolley bus road. It's just not showing up right. The tracks are there, but not over there. I don't know why. And then this over here is our which the building doesn't have power supply. Well, it has power there, so yeah, we're good. What else should we do? Well, we have power there. We have a big power switch here. We should probably bring some power in from outside for just in case. Yeah, okay. Swing around this way. Because we're already buying some power from here for our discharge point station thingy. Okay. 13, 15, 18, 15 it is. Alright, so we can bring this out over this way. To there. Yeah. Or to there. Come up over there to there. Two power feeds in. We've got our local power feed, and we've got our other one. Yeah. Alright. Water. Quality. And water quality to be 99%. Got a huge amount of water coming in. Got chemicals coming in. Just need to get people to work. Can they get to work? They can. They can get to work everywhere they need to. Alright. And that's getting done. This is our storage. We're going to take and we're going to create food here. We're going to create a self-sustaining community that does our food. We are going to have our trams that run around. It's all double here. We're going to treat these like they're all one way. That's what I envision of. One way, one track each direction. I think it'd be nice. Let's take and do a little something here, though. And bigger. Yeah. 638, 618. And get rid of a little bit there. So make her nice. Come around. And excellent. Good. I'm happy with that. Right. And back that up a little bit. Yeah, and we're not really using the mud road. We're just kind of setting it there as our planning guide kind of thing. Actually, I like that better. Let's put a little piece. There we go. And connect up to there. Yeah, a little roundabout there. Do I want to do the same thing over here? I guess. Over here, we might as well do it. Yeah. And these are going to be our neighborhoods. That's what I'm going to put. They're neighborhoods. They're not cities. They're neighborhoods here. Start that, and this one a little bit smaller. Good with that. And then we can put our little work square things right inside there. Good. And gotta back that up a little bit. Okay, so we have our city services. Yeah, everybody's going to have to kind of travel from here over to here, but they've got to stop right here. And need to do. Oh, we need heat. Yep, gotta have heat there. All right, hold on a second here. It's gonna look a little weird there. Gotta switch over to OBS Studio. Alright. I'm just checking some information. But anyway. Alright. So now, that's looking pretty good. So people will be able to come into here, and they will be able to take and hop on the platform here, and take the tram all over town. We're going to make a couple of different routes. One will come in from here and go this way, out over here, and around to here, and then around to here, and around this way, maybe, something kind of like that. But we'll make one go clockwise, one go counterclockwise, put a bunch of them in there, and see what happens. Yeah, I like it. I think that'll work pretty well. This will be for grain export. I don't foresee having a huge amount of that. We'll also be able to bring stuff back and forth there. Heating, yeah. Well, we gotta have a heat exchanger. Sidewalk access is fine. All right. Hey, look at that. Well, that's gonna really get a lot of stuff. That makes me happy. All right. Now get our heat exchanger done, and our underground heating pipes, because we can. Yeah. I wonder if that'll go all the way. That is our heat pumping station. So, yeah. Let's see what happens here. Will it go all the way? Too long. Too long. Nope. Can't have that. Magic 8 Ball says no. All right. Well, let's see here. What's we got underground? Yeah. All right. There. There. Okay. Yeah. And then if we take and we go, well, let's go underground the whole way. Up to, let's see, in this area too. No, here. That's where we'll have to get to. Okay. So let's put another heat pumping station here. See if we can connect that all up. And it's absolutely got power. Yeah. And then can we go to there? No. Something is in the way. Well, that's because we're, like way up above there, huh? Alright. And connect. Alright, that says it'll do it. And then we can go from there to there. Alright, so that gives us everything we need, I think. We have power. We have water. We have tram depot, which is going to be built. And then we have an extra power source from over here. Alright. Heating. Well, I'm going to use a mod here. Because, well, it will allow us to make sure that there's always heat in this area. At least minimal heat. Even if somebody decides they're not going to work. Yeah. And we'll do the same thing over here. Since we got power available. Yeah. And those are all construction sites. Ooh, we didn't get power there. I don't see power coming into that. That's probably because the power station's not built yet. Water substation, yeah, okay. Ooh, no, I didn't put power up here yet. Okay, well, I have to fix that too. Alright, so electricity, substation, high voltage substation. I love using these high voltage substations. It's just great because all you do is you just take and pull the power line in, and that's it. It's done. But let's make a low voltage substation. Where are we at here? There we are. Walking distance. Yes, please. Alright. And need to be over here. Huh. Didn't I have one there? No. That's something else. Okay. And then that way, if we build anything over here, we'll have over here. I'll do the same thing over here, right there. Yeah. And where are we going to put the power lines from? Well, we do have these power lines here. We could pull a nice big heavy one up this way. And we put a transformer here. And yeah, make that work. I think that would probably be a good idea. Get a panel road in here. Alright, there we go to there. And so that'll have road access. It's too bad that's goofed up. It doesn't work right. Something's in the way. Can't build over that. No, you can't. It won't. No. And can't build over in the middle. And well, I could build over here. Is that what I want to do? Not really exactly, but I can make it happen. Alright, well let's go over here and get rid of those two and see if do we need we've got to have that pumping station there. Yeah, says no. Magic 8 Ball says no. Alright. Can't run over that way. Can't run over that way. Something's just in the way. And we'll lose part of our field if we do. No, that's not going to kill us, per se. Alright. Well, I do want to change that. If I'm going to do it this way. So let's get rid of this one. And then we'll build into here. And connect it up to there. And then bring this one over here. As far as we can. And we can bring that up this way. Oh, building's in the way. What building? I don't see a building there. Building's in the way. Building's in the way. But what if I do that? Which building in the way, dude? Really? Which building? I don't know. But it says it's in the way. Something just says no. Okay, well, what if I come over here? Building's in the way. It's a field. It said before I could go out over the field. Nope, not this time. Alright, well, what if I go to there? Alright. Yeah, nope, building in the way. Alright, do we have a cancel power lines? We do. Cancel wires. Yay. Alright, and over here. Oh, yep. Oh, 8. Alright, Magic 8 Ball says yes. Alright, and can we get to there? Right there. Alright, hey. There. Okay, now we can come off up here and go that way, up the road, neighborhood. And then we can do the same thing. Come up here. Alright, I like it. I do. I really do, actually. I think that'll be pretty darn good. Yeah, we got our tram track going that way, roundabout, yeah, okay. Roads are covered. Transport is covered. Yeah. What do I want to do there? Well, I do need to have the ability to export there. So, we will build a regular old asphalt road. Now, see, that's not going to say it's an upgrade. Kind of an upgrade. I think it's an upgrade, but up to there. Jump over here. Then we'll come on down to this way. Some other infrastructure's in the way. Yeah, but see, there, that works. And then we'll get that. And then we'll bring this down here. Oh, nope. Yep. Okay. And then we'll snap you. No. There. Alright. That way we can export cargo over that way. And then we need to do the same thing here. Just one this time. And then we'll do up to there. Yeah. Some other infrastructure in the way, dude. Really? What? Huh? What? Okay, so I can go up to there. Alright. I can go up to there. And then can I go up to there? Yes you can. Alright. Okay, and then we have our rail roundabout there. Because, well, roundabouts are really kind of cool. And then we have our export for rail there. So, yeah, do I want to change that? Kind of. It'd be nice as an underground tunnel there. But it would work as an overhead too. Because, see, I'm running rail traffic this way, and it crosses over to go that way. Again, we got enough area here. We'll just leave it be for now. So, train, he'll come on up along here, go zoop, 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 and then on up through there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit convoluted, but it gives them an area to queue up. Right now, we can take and we can put a little shortcut, I guess is what we'll call it. We'll to jump from one to the other. Maybe possibly. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Now we got a shortcut. Okay, so, mixed. Yes, we need a mixed right here. Why is that? Well, because we need to have them hold short right there. And this will allow us to do that, if I remember correctly. Okay, and then we'll put a chain here. Alright, and then that chain deals with this one here. So if this one turns green, and that one will turn, or one of these turns green, then that one will turn green and allow them through. Okay, and then we will do the same thing here, and it will only allow them through here when it's cleared. So that way, because that's a one-way track. And that there. Alright. That there. And actually, this needs to be a mixed one as well. Nope, nope, nope. Not mixed. Chain. Because we're going one way. One way only. Alright. Yes. And then we need to go down here. Go ways. And then we can put a chain here. And then we can put a regular. Nope, not there. Well, do we want a regular there? Do we want a chain there? Ooh, do we want nothing? I think we'll leave that as nothing for right now. Well, no, we'll put a regular one here. Okay. And then that cancels that out. Okay. And then this way, right. So we'll put this guy here, because that comes up to that. So this one will turn green when that one's green, and that'll allow trains to come all the way up to there. And another one there. And another one here. And then we can put, well, we're using this as a shortcut, so we'll put one right there. And we'll put another one right there. And then that kind of blocks that section out and makes it usable. Okay. Right. So this becomes one very big huge section. And then this becomes the shortcut section. Yeah. And signaling tracks. Always fun. Always fun. Okay. So. That way. And that way. And then we're coming up to, is that a road? Yes, that's a road. Okay. So one there. Alright. And then we need to have one going out there and a chain there. Why a chain, dude? Well, because a chain turns it green when something has the ability to go through. And I like to do 3 on the way out, so that as soon as it's cleared, it will allow to come through. One there. And we got double crossing there, one there, one there. And that's a sidewalk, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Alright, one there, and one there. Okay. And this one here should be a chain. So we'll put a chain, and then we'll put a regular right before it. Good? Yes. And then that comes on down this way. And that's where everything ends for right now. Yeah. So then this just becomes a stop area. What else do we need? Well, we've got a bar. We got food and shopping. I think everybody will travel for some other stuff. Got a lot of that stuff. road stuff. What road stuff do we need? Maintenance? No. Technical services. What does technical services do? I don't remember. Oh, we can put a small one. Oh, yeah. They're the ones that do the road cleaning and stuff like that. Okay. Well, we can put a nice size one here. Now we can put it right down here, next to this area here. And we just take and bring our road section up because we don't want to have the rails on there. Doesn't need it. What else do we need? Nope, got a depot. Yeah. Well, but should we have a road depot? Yeah, maybe. All right. Yeah. Well, let's do that. That way that there's anything that they need. Yeah. They can. Because I know I'm gonna need certain vehicles. Okay, so we got a farm, we got grain storage, we got food, alcohol, meat, yes, and yes. Alright, I think that's going to do what I needed to do. We're not doing any trash in this. Got water and sewer and heat, even some backup residual heat. Liquids, yeah, we're not worrying about that right now. Not worrying about aggregates either. Cargo, yeah, we've got, oh, hey, yeah, we got storage, yeah. Road cargo station, yeah, that's not what we're going to be doing. Distribution, that's what I was thinking, okay. Distribution office free, alright, yeah. Alright, well, that will do a couple of things for us, because what we're going to end up doing here is we will use this to take and pick up grain and stuff. And then we can do, well, I guess just two there, unless we come around on the other side. Yeah, we can come around over here, and we can do an extra one there. Or not. Is that what we want to do? No, yeah, just those two is going to be good. Need to connect a piece of road up. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah. Build. Just build all this stuff, my pretties. There you go. Alright, more stuff is building. Build. Especially when you got unlimited money. Alright, that's all connected up. Housing's getting built. All our underground stuff is being built. Everything's working. Everything's coming along. Alright, first, that's the car dealership. That's a warehouse. Let's see, is our, yeah, there's our road vehicles. Alright. And yes, okay. Get here. 90 passengers, 83 passengers, 75 passengers. Yeah. And 40 miles an hour, 37, 27. Ooh, Well, 82 passengers at 40 miles an hour. Or 83. 214 horsepower, 222 horsepower. Yeah. Alright. Let's 4. Let's go 6. Okay. So, I need to take this guy here, and, well, his first stop is going to be here. Yep. 1. Get in, get out. Yep. Alright. Now, you can go there, and to there. Alright. Now where? Well, gotta go to work. People need to work. Okay. So, there, yeah. And, this one here. Yes. And then, where else? Well, he's already going to there. Yeah. Don't have one over here. Yep. 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 Okay. I think that's good. Launch. Okay. Copy schedule to another vehicle. Yes. Let's copy to. We need to. Let's. Yeah. And. Yep. Control. And. Okay. Now we got 2 copied to there. Now this guy here. Well, he's going to kind of do the opposite. Yeah. So we're going to start at the same point, which is there. Okay, and then first stop is going to be over here, and then he's going to go over here, and then he's going to go to there, and then he's going to go to there, and launch, and copy schedule, and we'll copy the schedule to there, and there. And there we go. Now people can get around. Yep, they can get around. Really nice and easy. The tram will pick them up and drop them off and do everything they need to do. Alright, buses. No, don't need buses. Combine. Yeah. We need some of those at the farm. But I think I can buy those direct at the farm, so I'm going to do that there. Covered trucks. Yeah. In a minute. Ooh, fire truck. Yeah, we're going to need some of those. Don't need garbage trucks. Not going to use dumpers. Not going to use water trucks. Nope. 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 Bulldozer. Not right yet. Refrigerator truck. Yeah, we're going to need... Actually, we're going to need... let's say 2 of those. Okay. And... What else? Yeah, that's the refrigerated. Yeah. For now, we're gonna figure some other stuff out here in a bit. All right, because they're gonna run a couple of different things. Don't need garbage skiff. How's that? Yeah. And that's a modded one. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Actually, that's a good idea. Let's go to our distribution office. Need to do that. Set that up. Yes. Bus stop. Nope. Nope. Technical services. Nope. Cargo. Yeah. Load and unload. Road cargo station. Nope. Distribution office free. Yes. That's what I need. Okay. Alright. Let's bring you over here. No. Over here. Okay. And then we're going to do another one over here. Alright. And this one here. Yeah, I think so. I think that's okay. So you are going to go over to here, your new connection is going to be here. And then you need to go, is that one? Let's see here. Yeah, the pub. The pub. Right, okay, so let's see. Pub, orphanage, and then to here. Food is stored. Alright. And then food should technically to add these. Okay, well, we're going to see what, yeah, remove all connections. This should theoretically, they kind of equalize, but it should theoretically. Alright, site tower, yeah, car dealer, nope, not worried about that, yep, firefighters, yes, we need some firefighters. Alright, fire speed level 23, or 4. Yeah. Four fire. Police vehicles, yep. Alrighty. There. One passenger, 50 horsepower, 45 horsepower. Well, that one goes faster, but this one. Alright. And got minimal government loyalty. That's where we're going to figure that out. And train. That's something that we're going to need too. Yeah. Let's put a train depot. Yeah. Let's see here. Railway end station. No. Metro. No. Long train depot. Yeah, long train depot. Okay. And if you set up there. There. Well, if I set it up right here, that'll be like, you know, perfect. Okay. Is that what I want to do? Well, I don't need people there. Alright. Everything's going to be electric. Yep. I like it. Okay. Needs a road, dude. Yeah, I know. We'll just get on the road and bring it on over this way. And there. And good enough. It's mainly for firefighting. And, yeah, once we've got helicopters, then we'll use helicopters. Keep that stuff going. Alrighty. What else? I don't know. Warning, the stream's current whatever is not high enough. Well, it's at 15,000 kilobits per second. Something or another. Maybe, possibly. Because, well, I can stream it. You know, and if I stream it, well, it's Google gets to record it. I don't have to edit it. Which I did anyway, so what's the difference? Alright, now we got road vehicles over here. Yep, this guy here. Okay, he needs to go and go over to this road. And this guy here. Yeah, nope, 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 nope. This guy here needs to go to there. Okay, now these guys are going to have this one and this one, and they are going to take and they are going to distribute to another one. Yep. They're going to, okay, so they are going to unload there, and they're going to not load there. Yep. And then that takes all that stuff, which is going to be alcohol, and this, and this. Yep. And it's all going to get unloaded over at the other point. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I can deal with that. Need another truck. Why do we need another truck? Well, because another truck. Actually, probably need 2 trucks. Buy 2 trucks. Now these guys are just going to run around back and forth. Pick up there and drop off there, and that's it. That's all that guy's going to do. Because I need now. What else? This guy here. Yeah, that's just a covered vehicle. Okay. Oh, this guy right here. I actually am going to just assign him to right there. Okay. How many can I assign? 3. Okay, well, let's buy 5 more. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, he's getting ready to leave. Okay. So now we're going to assign this guy to there. And then we're going to assign this guy to there. Alright. And then we're going to assign this guy to there. This guy to there. And then this guy to there. Okay. Alright. And there we go. Okay, so now we're going to take and we're going to assign these guys some jobs. They are going to unload there. And they're going to load there. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing for this guy. So they are going to unload there. And they're going to load there. Tractor. Yes. Alright. Tractors. Yep. And right, yeah. Okay. Yes, I think that's what I want. Right. Okay. So now we need to assign fields. More. Yeah. No. Electrical connection. Rename building. Call vehicles home. Where do I assign more? No. is assigned to there. Okay. Automatically got assigned. Cancel assignment. There are no fields assigned. How do I assign a field? Should be a way to assign a field. I don't know. I had to figure that out. Alright. Factory connection. Yes. Ooh, too long. Oh. No. Oh. No. Oh, that's such a... Okay. Alright. Well, then, sell all vehicles, yes. Because, built wrong. Minutes, seconds, whatever it is in the game time. Yeah, come on. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Come on, come on, come on. Yay, pause it. Okay. Back into the food. Ooh, and we've got people there. And they're happy. Ish. There's something. Okay. Farm. Oh, grain storage. Farm. Large farm. Yes. Okay. Well, that's what we had before. Mirror image. Alright. That'll be better. Okay. Yeah. Got a road in the way, dude. Yep. Road. Large farm. Mirror image. Yes. Yes. Why did now let the road go dark? Because it wasn't a large farm. Gun. Turn around lane for people who don't want to go all the way to the end. Cargo connection. Yep. That'll get built. Okay, so now we don't need to use forklifts to move cargo, except for we're going to use a truck to drive over to here and drop cargo off to there. Yep. Okay, yes, yes, yes. And then we'll use some trucks to go out of the fields here too. Yeah, alright. I like it. Exactly assigned to a field too. Yep. What date? March 1960. Oh, there the tractors go. Yay, quarter farming. Alright, and now we've got people. People are moving. People are moving. People are moving. Yep, they're going here. They're going there. They're walking this way. They're walking that way. Doing their thing. Alright. Sidewalks. Yep, need some more sidewalks. Alright. That. That. And then that. Do the same thing over here. Yes. Because they prefer to walk along sidewalks versus walking along roads. Okay. And, there. Yes. And we can do that. Ooh. Hey. Were people running away? I don't know. Looked like somebody was running off through the forest. Alright. Thank you to there. And over to there. Good. Yes. Excellent. And we got tons and tons and tons and tons of people at the station. Okay. And yeah. Alright. People are gonna start migrating around to get to where they need to go. Alright, yes. I see that. Bye. Okay. Alright. Now. They're waiting. I know. I understand that. They're waiting. They're erase from mine. Okay, change workspace or default. That was the there. Well, passengers waiting. One student. Okay. Yes, buildings without power supply. Well, okay, but we should have power. Right. Well, citizen happiness is low. I understand that. They should get on the bus and go to work, dude. All right. Over there. Just because say, hey, we did it. Building has power. 14%. Okay. Well. Yeah. If people would get on the trains and go to work, that would solve a lot of problems. Well, let's add some more trams. Is that one? No. That one. No. That one. Yeah. Okay. The one that only has one, right? Yes, okay. Take a vehicle and moving around, right? Some of them reject ship, but that's good. Fix it. Go to work, people. Unemployment is too high. Yes. That's because people need to travel to work. No drinking water. The distillery doesn't have drinking water. Alright, well. Yeah. It just doesn't have drinking water. The system isn't working yet. It will be working soon if people would go to work. Issues, yeah. 80,000 gallons of water and 1.18 tons of chemicals. Yeah, no workers, no power supply. Okay. Maybe we should. See if they can figure out the system. Missing crops. Well, put it automatically. Figure its way out. I think we can figure out, hey, if we do this, this is what will happen. Yes, your happiness is too low. I know that. You're complaining. I tried to build this stuff. I tried to. Alright. Yeah. Put people at work. Yes, people are unhappy. What do you want me to do? Unemployed 60%. Okay, university education. Let's make another line. Let's make a line. Well, he can sit there and wait. Okay. So this guy here, new stop, is going to be all the way over here. Yep. Up there. Load and unload. And then come over here. Load and unload. And launch. There we go. Oh, unemployment's too high. Yeah. 1,500 people. 100 people traveling around. Citizen happiness is low. I know. I'm sorry. It does. It seems like it does. These are producing. Okay. Well, let's go underground here. And we'll just get rid of these. And we'll get rid of some of these. And we'll bring them around to the other side. And make them connect. Must go from input to output of building. Yeah. What the heck? Okay. So that was right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, do I need pumps? Maybe. Yeah. Okay, well I can put a pump over here. I thought they would automatically just kind of make the water go, right? I mean, isn't that the way it's supposed to work? Let's see here. There. And there. Yeah. Alright. Let's put water pumps over here. Switch. No. 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 Water pumping station. There we go. Okay. So we go right there. And then we go there. And there. going out. The water is going out. Water quality is... Well, power production stopped. No! Why did you stop making power, man? Yeah, sweet. Hey, there we go. Alright. Citizen health is low. Yes, I understand that. Unemployment's low too. Get there, can get all to those places. Let's get only university for younger government employees. Let's see. The good old steamerships. They go very fast. Trading copy. 22 feet, 11 feet. Let's green. Only university educated. two around in there. Water quality 100%. Yep. Okay. Where is that missing? Let's see here. That doesn't do me a whole lot of good. And it doesn't have a power supply. It doesn't need a power supply. I don't know. It's just a warehouse, dude. That's what I wanted to do. New vehicle. Ooh, a C-172, Cessna 172. There's supposed to be like a little blue button. Yeah. education, small child, no workplace. Uh-huh. Which buildings have no workplace? That's our work line down here. Alright. Let's see. Keep at least 1,000 people. I think about 1,000. Workers because we're without care. Sewage is going on. Okay. Tractors are working. Increase. This field is not assigned to any farmer. Well, no. Everything is working right with this farm. This field. How am I going to do that? Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Okay, citizen health too low, citizen happiness too low. I know. Yes, I have another channel. It is called But Outdoors. That'll work. What's it for? Well, it's where I scoop it up. I love being in water. Yes, there's no problem there. About this coming up? Yeah. Kind of. Alcohol. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Missing a courthouse. Oops. My bad. Let's see. Courthouse. Big courthouse, little courthouse. Let's do the big courthouse. Yeah. Alcohol there, a little bit of food there. Okay. Actually, we need to shift some. void. Okay, so it's starting to get better. Drop below that 1,000. Yeah, heating plant. Oh, well, that'll be all right. We're in July. July, the heating plant. Sewage tank is overflowing. Really? Okay. There's the sewage tank. Huh. All right. Well, let's pause that for a second and look underground. Okay. Sewage tank. Sewage tank. Sewage tank. And gets up to there. And connects up there. That one's operating without issues. Okay. Well, maybe it needs the lift tank. All right. Well, let's do that. Let's put a lift pump right there. Get rid of some of that. What is the depth there? That depth is 18 feet. Okay, 18 feet. 5 meters. 5 times 3 is 15. So that should bring us up to feet. 3 feet. Alright. Bring it into there. Good. Bring it out of here. Good to there. Good to there. This one here. What if we do it this way? Okay, get rid of that one there. Get rid of that one there. Alright. And into there. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Come on now. Come on. Build. It's weird the way some of these. Well, people need to go to work. Yeah, electricity problems. I know. I get that too. Okay. 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 production. Yeah, well, you know, when there's no power, production kind of thing. Got a union connection there. Okay. One prisoner escaped. Oh. Well, we can close that if the temperature's up above. Yes. Fixed a problem. You know there's problems. There's little things here and there, but you're trying to fix it. You're trying to look on your face. Missing staff, not enough staff. But how long would you wait for a bus stop? You know, I would probably wait for about 45 minutes or so at a bus stop. Well, it looks like our trains are running pretty well. And looks like our distribution stuff is working pretty good. Yeah. Alright. Let's grab a regular. To the prison. They've been bailed anyway. Right, okay. Power going. Start itself. It is. Unemployment, 14%. 14% unemployment, that's not great. But we're getting it better. They're starting to move around. If we get routes going. well, if you've watched along at some point in time or whatever, or you come back and you see this old live stream and interesting, well, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's my goal. I want to make people happy. I want to make it useful, make things interesting. to take and you know, make money. And I think we should be doing that again. If we do a little bit of work, I think it'll happen. So, anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. You know, and like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Actually having people there, and I think it's starting to get a little bit better. I think health is better, a little bit, not perfect. Starting to happen. It just takes a little bit for the game engine to figure it all out, I guess. But, yeah. Anyway, take it easy. Don't have too much fun out there, and do something good. You know, do something good for somebody else. That's one of the things that I try and do. Well, I'm trying to make life better for a lot of people, and this is good for me. So, 2.5 hours. Yeah. All right. That's it.